The creature you see here is an orphan. Saying he's the creator and vomiting when he drinks too much is flattering him. After all, the vomit can still be seen. And this thing doesn't look like an Earth Scout creature at all. He has a pair of barbell eyes in midair. There's a pair of toothed pliers at the end of the nose. He's the Tully monster, a life lived 31 years ago, a master who has actually existed. They left fossils, but can't find a family. Shape, but no kinship. Even if it's not an animal, scientists are afraid to jump to conclusions. They're like sketches of evolution. Appeared but was quickly erased. The world's top scientists fired him for 60 years. So far, no one has dared to determine whether he is a fish or a lump of rotten meat with only eyes. So I'm going to ask you to follow this video. Unlock this 31-year-old biological mystery together. The beginning of the story. It all started in Illinois in 1958. There was an amateur fossil hunter named Francis Tally. He pried open an unremarkable bond stone in an old coal mine at the Moroncy fossil level. The moment the stone cracks, the tower froze. What appeared in front of his eyes was not the usual absolute leaf. It's not a prehistoric fish. It's an alien with a slender nose and staggering eyes. He studied it for a long time and couldn't figure out what it was. They sent it to the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago for expert evaluation. The top paleontologists there take turns. Looking at this little guy over 30 centimeters long for half a month. The final conclusion is only 4 words that I don't understand at all, because there's not a single part of him that matches any known philo on Earth. They couldn't even give him a proper scientific name. I had no choice but to call him the Tully monster after the discoverer's name. Tully monsters are between 7 and 38 centimeters in length. The ends of the body gradually taper. The whole is like a football that has been stretched and melted and deformed. The most special thing is his head. There is a long, steady line growing on the front of the body. The stable end is a pincer-like mouth. It's full of little teeth, steady root, and a pair of eyes on either side, projecting outward at a vertical angle to the body. His body is soft and flexible, may decompose like an earthworm. It has a tail on the back, a ruffled flag on each side. From the perspective of flexible body and chi structure, he is most likely to be led by Yongjin General. So here's the interesting thing. Such bizarre fossils only exist in open-pit mines in Illinois, USA. This used to be a place where coal was mined. After the rise of coal mining in the 1920s, workers dug up the leaf rock and stacked it at will. Unexpectedly, it provided fossil collectors with the opportunity to hunt for treasure. Why can the fossils of the monsters in the tower be preserved here? This is going back to the late world exploration 31 years ago. At that time, the crustal Taiwan of North America was born. Areas that used to be mostly covered by the ocean gradually became land. The fossils of the Tully monster were found in a swamp forest, and the leaf rock formations that form here serve as a natural repository for the body prints of organisms. You have to know that most marine mollusks die and are quickly devoured by a cannibal. They don't fossilize. They last for billions of years. But at the time, Illinois was in the right place for the environment. Dead thalies and other soft-bodied creatures are quickly buried in the ocean floor. Strong was sealed before the cannibal animal started. That's how we get to see his fossils today. And because his fossils are only found in Illinois. In 1989, he was officially selected as the state fossil of Illinois. But here comes the real puzzle. So far, more than 100 fossilized specimens of the Tully monster have been discovered. It's not that small, but paleontologists just can't classify him. He looks so outrageous. completely inconsistent with any known biological classification criteria. Let's popularize a little knowledge first. Classifying newly discovered extinct or linear species. Scientists mainly rely on homology. That is, different species have a common ancestor. During development, the similarities in body structure and physiology. In judging which group he should belong to based on this similarity. But the problem with the Tully monster is that he's unique. No reference at all. In a short research lab, scientists tried to classify him into 3 different animal phyla. It all failed. And the first candidate phyla is the mollusca. The reason is that his body structure. There are at least 85,000 derived species. Extinct species are estimated to be as many as 100,000. But even experts on mollusks admit this category is actually very poorly studied. The actual number of species is likely to far exceed current estimates. Just after scientists were tormented by his appearance for more than half a century. In 2016, a team of Yale researchers dropped a bombshell. They used the most advanced synchrotron radiation scanning technology, carpet scans of more than 100 Tully monster fossils. As a result, a thin white line was found in the middle of his body. Yale scientists are excited to announce it's not a mollusk. It's locked. It's a vertebrate. As soon as the news comes out, the whole paleontological world is boiling. If this is true, that means we humans, vertebrates. 300 million years ago, there was a relative of the opposite sex. However, the surprise only lasted a few years. In 2023, researchers at the University of Tokyo in Japan used 3D scans to discover the body in front of the Tully monster's eyes turned out to be disintegrated. You need to know, vertebrate heads and torsos would never grow into this decomposed ghost. Do they classify them in the phyla Annelidin? There are about 20,000 species. Like mollusks, existing terrestrial species, there are aquatic species. But unfortunately, subsequent studies have shown that the Tully monster is most likely not a relief animal either. Except for these 3 categories, there are other speculations about his kinship. Some say he's a rich animal, like the gelatinous walrus that can swim freely. The snail is also thought to be related to the extinct duck-shaped animal. These kinds of animals are a bit similar to the extant Chisai. It's not the scientists' fault. Late Carboniferous 300 million years ago, the Earth's oxygen concentration is as high as 35%. It's like the crazy laboratory of biological evolution. Back then, life had no fixed template. It's a process in which nature is invisibly and furiously designing creatures that look really, really bizarre. Tully monster is one of the most successful bug blocks. The essence of evolution is never perfect. It's about staying alive. As long as I can last one more second in the cruel universe, what does it matter what you look like? The Tully monster doesn't need to be classified. It's a miracle. It was an arrogant warning from the Earth a year ago to today. He slept for 3 years. It is to tell us what humans know about the Earth. It's not even fur. What we think is common sense. In front of these cognitive monsters, it's vulnerable. So here's the problem. Next issue, everyone. What do you want to know about ancient organisms? Welcome to leave a message in the comment area to tell me. That's it for the show. If you like my video, don't forget to like it and support it. See you next time.